join a company
that you are the person that you
good, yeah?
Bring in good energy.
Welcome to Crypto OGs.
Welcome to this episode of Crypto G's, and today I have a very good special guest that I met in a yacht 18 months ago in one of my visits to Dubai when I was getting this world of KOL, and this guy came to me very nice, friendly, and he actually told me there was a wedding in the metaverse, which it took me by surprise. I didn't know this thing exists. But this is not only about wedding in the metaverse, more than that. I want to bring you the living legend, Mende from Bonus Market. How are you, Mende?
I am good, my brother Andres. Happy to see you again. How's life? And thanks for having me on the Crypto OGs podcast.
And actually, you are actually a crypto G. Look, we've been trying to set up the podcast. We did one 6 months ago in the IVC Summit, but the quality of the audio wasn't good. It meant to be.
It's your fault, you know. What can we do if there are 1,000 people coming around your booth and going crazy and talking? So there was too much noise. But that's not even technology could save this. So it's not your fault.
So, Mende, look, we met. I was looking through my DMs and I DM you in 2020. Let me see. I DM you in 2020. I remember I saw you in a post of something, and then I said, "Who is this guy?" And I know you were a proper OG also in Dubai because you've been there a long time. You are the very first people from crypto that went there. But before talk about Dubai crypto, let's talk about Mende. Let's talk about who is Mende and what was your life before crypto, bonus, all of this stuff that you are involved right now.
All right, sure, bro. So I've been in Dubai since 2007. I came here with 22 years old, and I came actually with cars and car tuning, customization. I'm sure whoever knows the movie Fast and Furious, this is what inspired me when I was like 17 and a half. Even before I play computer games, I used to sell game items like magical rings and weapons and armors from Diablo 2 on eBay when I was like 16 with PayPal. This is 22 years ago. It's unbelievable. That time there was no blockchain, no NFTs, no crypto. So this world started recently making sense, and I understood because back in the day in Diablo 2 we had an inflation happening where people start copying the items and then the prices went down. Then I had no reason to play the game anymore. And I met people like Brock Pierce, who actually used to make extreme business with World of Warcraft later, where they created an online marketplace. Yeah, that's how Brock Pierce made his initial money. He was like having people in China playing the game, getting the gold, and he would buy it from them for maybe 50 cents to $1 per 1,000 gold, and he would sell it for like $7 to $10 on the platform. So this was a big business, yeah.
So it was arbitrage with video games back then.
Yeah, but honestly, there where I'm from, there were only immigrants living in Germany, so everybody is not entrepreneurs. So people, they have more the vision to have a better job, to not make 1,400 euro in a standard job, but to work like in a factory where they work very hard, because you know in Germany factories they pay more money, so they make like 2,500, 3,000 euro, but their whole health goes down. So nobody had a dream. So me making like 10K, it was like a big deal, you know what I mean? But still, if we think now on our mindsets and our scalation thoughts, it's still not a huge amount. But back in the day, it was great. And it was a good motivation for me to never, ever work for someone or to partner just with someone or come in as a mission.
Well, what was that town? What is the name of your town?
Oh, it's a very small town. It's called Wittlich.
How you pronounce it?
And it's Wittlich. It's a very small city. It has like 25,000 population, but it has some factories like Ideal Standard, Dr. Edgar, the pizza, and Dunlop is there. And therefore, there was a lot of jobs provided.
It's a tiny population. Yes, 20,000 people.
No. entrepreneur. Nobody has dreams there. People just want to work and earn money. They don't want to believe that one day they can become a millionaire, that one day maybe they can fly to the moon. I was the lunatic who had these dreams, and people were laughing. But now I'm sitting by 16 years, and life is good.
Mende, this is actually in the middle of nowhere. I'm looking at the map right now, and there is no a city close by, like big city.
There's Trier. Trier, it's the oldest city of Germany.
It's crazy, man. You know what?
City of Germany, it was created by the Roman Empire.
That was 16 years ago. So, where in the UK, where I was living, it's in the middle of forest as well, similar to you. There is no entrepreneurial spirit. People want to do the 9 to 5, pay the mortgage, but I knew that there was something else, and it was through crypto, and it was through a video of M-Pesa. You know M-Pesa? Have you heard about M-Pesa?
Yes, of course, it's
and
like a transfer system which used to work with mobile phone credits.
Yeah,
that's a great system.
I watched that video 8 years ago, and I said, "What is this?" And then this took me to Bitcoin, and then since then I said, "I have to do something here in the middle of," and I still here. My family live here, but it's surreal going back to your roots, and obviously I'm from Colombia, but
Absolutely.
Also you went back recently to Germany, right?
Yeah, I was there last month twice, actually once for the Block Chance in Hamburg, where we shared a panel together with Chris, Crypto, Karl Moon, David, Al Chassi. This was a cool panel.
We didn't say much. It was like 10 people in a panel. I just said like 3 words.
Yeah, at the end, like we come from all across the world, and the whole room is full of people. They all want to hear us, and then a woman just comes and says, "Okay, finish, no more question," because of the schedule. But it was a bit sad because I think we could have gone for another 30
hour.
minutes. People can ask question. We just warm up, and
I didn't say much. I have a gastro problem. I didn't eat in the whole day, and I was doing there like hating myself in a good way. But like they say, halas, it meant to be. We had good experience. That was the first time I was in Germany myself, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nice country.
I think you enjoyed it. Also, when after this event in the evening, I did a little interview with Chris, Crypto, and we actually discussed that the panel was too short, and I actually didn't launch this video, so I will also launch it on my channel.
You will launch it. Maybe we'll put the reference here.
Okay.
And obviously, because you are both Germans as well, it's quite nice that you go back to your country and then you're very successful German KOLs, influencers, you name it, and going back to you. I never, since I started as a KOL, I haven't been in Colombia.
Wow.
I don't know how the people are going to react.
No, Colombia, I think that's a very nice upcoming country, and the whole ArtsDAO community from Dubai, they all traveled there, like 40 people or something, and they have the best time of their life. And some of the guys, they are staying now for a month there.
It's cheap. Really nice. It's cheap as well.
I believe big time in the Latino countries. I feel that the people are open-minded and they like technology, and they were always like suppressed by the governments. And I feel that crypto and certain things are very great. For example, in Cuba, there's not even internet, they don't even have internet. So they use this Cuba cell provider. And I had some guys working there for me, and the guy, he was a doctor making like $50 per month. So I paid him $100 per month, and he helped me out with some Telegram stuff and some other things. And I used to pay him, as you said, M-Pesa, I used to pay him with on phone credits, and with phone credits he could go to the store and buy food, because he just transfer like some credit to the store owner, and I think it's a beautiful emergency system. But I hope that in this part of the world a lot of good solutions will come, which improves life.
It's growing, and also because it's 1.2 billion of people all that time, plus Brazil. I was there 2 months ago. Big community, big things coming. A lot of developers as well, and also usability. But let's get into dips
Sure.
on. Let's get into bonus. Okay, so Mende, you are an award-winning innovator. You are a speaker as well, and you are the founder of Bonus, which is a social engagement Web3 platform. Correct?
Correct.
That's how it's okay. So tell us a little bit about Bonus. Where did the idea of having an engagement platform came to you?
For sure. So first, we did not exactly start as an engagement platform. I kept pivoting. In the beginning, it was more like a platform where creators and celebrities, they can launch their tokens, subscription tokens, so that their content reaches 100% of the users and stuff like that. And then we kept pivoting and we figured out that we need to create a digital identity. So we came up with a decentralized social identity, and the product keeps improving. So now it's a engagement acceleration platform. And Bonus is a platform accelerating brand engagement that helps businesses and individuals to create immersive digital and physical experience using Web3 technologies. So I know it's complex, but at the end it makes sense. So we merge some technologies together in order to have a platform where users like you, they get more amplification, or brands get more amplification, restaurants, and it's very important to merge it with the real world. So that's why users need to have an ID, and that's why the users, they need to validate and authenticate and verify their social media accounts, because nowadays there are so many problems. So the idea came also from a lot of problems of impersonation, identity theft, which is happening a lot with fake accounts. It's endless, but happy to present more and answer more questions. I mean, we've been building now since almost 1.5 years. The MVP is ready. It's incredible. But now the next V2 MVP, like not MVP, the alpha product, it's even more incredible. And I'm hoping that Apple accepts us. I hope probably this month it will happen. And then we'll start. Yeah. It's been a lot of work. It's crazy, but I think worth it.
I remember the first thing I saw, I met you back in April 2022, and you were wearing the bonus T-shirt. You were wearing exactly, but no, maybe not the same T-shirt, but the same. Yeah, you have a bunch of. Yeah, I have lots as well. Love. We have lots. But you were wearing the T-shirt, and they say, "What is bonus?" And then I asked you, and then look, I'll talk to you that day. I didn't meet you in person, and then I remember I DM you this day. It doesn't. It's because I have something there. But anyway, I will put it there. It was the 11th of April 2020. I DM you the first time.
Oh,
imagine that.
That's a long time. Yeah,
just to connect, and then I saw you. Say, "Oh, I met this guy." And then we made the 18th of May, 2022.
And this wonderful big yacht in Dubai Marina. It was incredible.
It was nice. Brother, and okay, so something you spoke about, something very important right now is impersonation, especially now with all the changes that Twitter or X and Meta have done. Let's talk about this, because this is the number one common problem that everybody has in crypto, especially you are a content creator or you are public knowledge speaker, whatever. Everybody has impersonators. So before digging into Bonus and what is the engagement Web3 platform with what are you doing, let's talk about what is your reference about Twitter and Meta putting people to do KYC and people to pay for verification. That Meta did a lot of money of this.
Big time.
What did you thought about this?
Well, I think it's a very good thing. Obviously, the payment stuff, it's another thing. But you see, people who are verified or get verified, they are usually public people, and they need to protect somehow their identity online. So it's better for them to be verified. But the issue is that there's always certain loopholes, and because we are so many millions of people, I don't think that the Meta and Twitter, they even have so many stuff to actually make a perfect control to figure it out. Because I've seen already people who are multiple times verified on the same platform with
Well,
different accounts. Yes.
well, on Meta and
On Instagram, I've seen it. Yesterday, one of our influencers who's on Bonus, who has like 10 point something million followers, he been messaging me on Instagram from another account, which is verified, and he doesn't know that I know him. I mean, he's trying to sell me something while we are actually on WhatsApp together, and it's crazy, you know.
It was an impersonator then.
Yeah, but crazy impersonator. Also 1.7 million followers. I think this type of things, they work short time, but you see the problem, and it's crazy. Did you ever try to really delete your fake accounts? I mean, like,
That's
report
impossible.
them and then you get the message from Meta that they are not impersonating. But then you check their account, it's everything same, copy paste. They use some type of software where they download your whole account. Even I spoke to impersonators which have my name. I text them and I text them and they text me back. Can you believe that?
Yeah, they text you, but they're trying to sell you stuff.
Oh, my own impersonator, Matthias Mende, talks to Matthias Mende.
So Matthias
Mende, I have conversation. I will send the screenshot so you can edit it in it. It's funny, you know.
It's fun. I have done the same. I have in the past started to DM my impersonators, but okay, there's a different kind of impersonators. Like there's people.
One human should have one account, and because you asked me this, it's okay to pay money. It's not a huge amount, but it's a good thing. But now too many people are also verified. Now you don't know anymore who's the real important person and not. Before it was a really big deal, but I feel it was still a step forward, and everything is improving. Everyone is learning and trying to find better systems, but then there are always some people, scammers or smart people, who also always find the loophole, you know.
Yeah, look, you and me, we go verify before people start to pay. So, and I've seen people that manage to pay for verification extra to have two accounts verifying, which is crazy. But now talking about impersonators, there's a different kind of impersonators. There is people like are very bad, you know, scammers, people that are doing this as a way of living in any and then they're trying to drain wallets or maybe blackmail people is crazy. But the other impersonators, they're probably kids or teenagers that they don't have anything to do and they just create accounts. I actually happened to me. I did one of my impersonators, and it was this guy from Africa, like 19, and he was asking for money. I said, I just need to make money. This is the way that I'm trying to make money. I'm so sorry, sir, for using your name. What happened with the fly?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, I feel you. Like, yeah, they are probably young kids sometimes. For them, it's a hustle. But, you know, it's also in one side, you know, some of those people, like in those countries, and I know there are a lot of Asian and African countries, without being racist, of course. I love all the people. But some people are so poor and their governments, sorry, they are so shit that sometimes this is the only opportunity for them to survive. You know what I mean? Which doesn't allow them to do this scam, which should not be. It's a bad thing, but some people, they just need to survive, and I believe if they're desperate, they can do anything, you know. So I hope for those people there will be one day a better life or some more opportunities online. And that's also one reason why we built Bonus, which we call engagement acceleration platform, because we like, you see, because with blockchain and AI and a good analytic tool combined, you can actually measure everything and you can figure out the truth. So what this means is that if we have a campaign soon where we will try to get 10,000 people, and we will distribute even some kind of equity. We're planning to do that for the best 100 who support us most in engaging. What does this mean? To share our content more, but now because the user comes on Bonus and creates his social decentralized identity where he puts his Twitter, his Facebook, his Instagram, his Pinterest, his TikTok, whatever he has, because that's his weapons. That's the tools for the person to engage anybody's content, to accelerate them. So if they keep doing this for us, now we can account if person X did 30 positive actions in a day, and based on this, we can reward them, perhaps with some benefits, with some little money, with something. But the big idea is actually to use AI tools like stability, stable diffusion, and where those users in the third world can actually take content from people from the Western world, edit it, make it better, because when we travel we take 1,000 pictures, but then we need to have a intelligent reel created or a video which makes sense, and this will take us time. I know a lot of creators like Saigen Yalchin, who's actually like a unicorn founder, very famous, and this guy, he makes the videos himself. He doesn't use the stuff for that because he's not happy with the results. So now imagine if we teach people and they actually take the content because it comes in a shared cloud, they edit it, they are now in Africa or Philippines or somewhere, now they receive $5 from people like us because they did a good job. And $5, if you make 20 times $5, it's $100. And in some countries, it's enough money to have food, drink, and have some good better life, for the whole family, not just for one person.
Mende,
I believe it's all possible, but it takes time.
Takes time. So basically, what I'm listening and what I'm trying to understand is Bonus right now is a platform that it will help in one part to help people with their identity. So if you are a content creator, you put all your socials under Bonus, decentralized platform, and then from there, and the people start to push other content, they know it's through Bonus, so they know it's a real and unique and authentic. But the other part of Bonus, it will be the decentralization of help to each other. For example, you say, I'm a content creator, but I don't have enough time to edit it or put captions. Somebody, it will do that for me, and I will pay them with or with tokens, right? Kind of like a Fiverr on steroids using blockchain, correct?
Absolutely. Exactly. Like a Fiverr, just that the system is a bit different. The people have to do the work first and then they get paid. And then there are reputation points based on the social identity where everything is combined. And now with tools like WorldCoin, for example, I mean, I know it seems a bit evil, but at the end, the job of it is mainly to verify that a human is a human, proof of humanity. Because you see, now their AI is so smart, Imagine you are in a virtual reality room or in anything digital and you speak to a bot, but you don't even know it's a bot because he speaks so good. He can even have a voice copied from another human, and scripted. And we need to know who are the real humans and who not, because the future, it's going to be intense, especially
the Matrix.
Intense. And wait for Apple Vision. Once it comes out, it will be so powerful, and the next version of it. And then even we have Elon Musk, Neuralink, it's now FDA approved, so human experimentation started. And I'm very sure in 3 to maybe 10 years, it will be possible to connect this chip with the eye retina, and the same way like the motherboard connects with the camera lens. And then probably people, they don't need the eyes, they will just have the picture in the brain. And
That's
now
crazy.
it is crazy, but now how you can diversify if in your realm it's a human or a bot? That's the thing. I think people will be living in a dream. I think the times are really crazy, dangerous, and we need to be aware and ahead of this. And everybody should get conscious enough to understand the difference.
Mende, let's talk about, let's go back a little bit because this part is very important. And I know it's very trendy right now. Let's talk about WorldCoin. I got a lot of hit on Instagram a month ago. The page Wealth? The page Wealth on Instagram? Wealth. The Instagram page. Wealth.
Yes, and it's a very nice info page.
I asked in a comment, what is WorldCoin? I didn't know. I cannot know everything. There's 20,000 tokens on there. I cannot know all the blockchain layer too. And everybody tell me, Andres, you're a crypto influencer and you don't know what is WorldCoin. I didn't know, I didn't know what it was until I started to research based on that. And somebody kindly in the comments explaining what is WorldCoin. So for somebody that doesn't know, tell us a little about what is WorldCoin and how the community different from the other Web3 communities. And yeah, tell us, you went yesterday to get your retina scan. Tell us what is WorldCoin and then your experience going to get your retina scan.
Sure. So WorldCoin is actually a project which is co-founded by the same founder, like by Sam Altman, who is like the co-founder also of OpenAI, which we all know,
ChatGPT,
and ChatGPT, of course. That's a very popular product, which is great. And the WorldCoin, it also has the World ID. So the World ID is like a pass which verifies that I'm a human. So, but obviously they promise also universal basic income, and their marketing campaign was very hard focused on the third world where the people are more poor, because the token supply of the project itself, since we are here on the Crypto OGs podcast, people understand about crypto. So the token supply, it's also very crazy. The valuation is like, I think it should be between 22 and 25 billion dollar right now, the fully valuated. But this is only because 1.5% of the tokens are released. So it's a little bit Sam Bankman-Fried style from the tokenomics. And I think it's a bit tricky. I don't know if it's a good investment exactly, but for me personally, I like the concept with the orb scanning the retina. But also now I know that the data might be not completely private, which is a problem. But me not being a criminal, I don't really mind if somebody has my data or not, because we're planning to also integrate WorldCoin into Bonuz as one of the validators in the decentralized social ID. Because you see, Andres, in the future, like I will have AIs working for me, okay? Imagine like God, he has his angels who work for him. Me, I will have my AIs who will work for me. And an AI does what you say currently, because they didn't turn against us. So those assistants or those prompted AIs, they will do work for me, some stuff, they will replace some positions in my company, because they're reliable, they are 24/7, and they are prompted to do exactly what they have to do. And those AIs, they will be like dogs, like the dog in the real life, okay? And why I say that? Because if this AI wants to be online and do some stuff, nobody will understand that it's actually an AI. So I believe the same way like we humans have a proof of humanity, the AI who works for me, it should have a proof of AI owned by user. So it means that if it's my dog, the dog has a passport, and when I travel, I show the passport. So the AI can be more trusted because it's owned by me. And I'm a human. So I believe this will be one of the case in the future, because not just me has AI assistants, many humans will have. And imagine people in the third world, when they will have an offline ChatGPT in their pocket, offline, it's like having the genie in the magic genie from Aladdin. It's like if you need help, you take the genie and he starts supporting you, and it's just started. Give it a one more year. I'm very sure in Apple Vision, I will be even able to see those AIs in the room, and they're standing there. And if I put the glasses, I don't see them without, and now I see them, and now I talk to them. I know it's science fiction, it's Black Mirror style, but guaranteed this will be the reality. So the same way like true humans need a proof of humanity, the AI will also need a proof of human-owned AI. Like a dog has a passport, or a cat with vaccination and all those things, to make the AI better. So nobody invented this part yet, but we are adding that too, so. But it's a little bit of work, and currently with the WorldCoin support team. We are getting the API access.
So
and
you're working with the WorldCoin team right now, yeah?
I'm in progress with it. We did not
Amazing.
finalize yet. I just wanted to be one of the extra factors to verify a human, because that's a huge problem which is coming.
I think so. You are doing big move right now, Mende. Like people didn't understand, and people normally don't understand you when they get to know you. But believe me, guys, what Mende said the last 3 minutes about the AI is something that's going to happen. It's probably very difficult to understand and materialize it. It's like, for example, you go back to 1986 when Back to the Future movie came, and they were talking about the video calls. Nobody believed that was going to happen, and now we're having a video call. So this is going to happen with the AI. There's a lot of concepts, products, and services and human interaction that people need to understand. Probably we're not ready yet to understand it until we see it. But the fact, man, that you are working right now trying to get connection with the guys from WorldCoin and OpenAI is amazing. Congratulations. And congratulations as well, because as I said at the beginning of the conversation, we talk about you being long time in Dubai, in the Emirates. Tell us a little about that experience and how that took you all the way today that you've been pre-approved for the VARA license. Pre-approved. I have to be very careful when I say this, right?
Yeah. With this VARA, Virtual Asset Regulation Authority, we have to be very careful. So we received for Bonus a pre-approval, and it's a big thing. There are thousands of companies waiting, and it's very important to be somehow approved, because you see, in crypto, a lot of projects come, and the coins or the tokens which come out, they are often traded before the project is actually out. We never released our tokens so far, and we don't want to just create a hype to keep the thing going. We just need the product to be ready, and we don't just want to do it right and as legal as possible. And there are many points. I mean, we now got considered as an exchange, but we are not an exchange. We don't hold any custody of any users' assets. So we are still in talks, and we still finalizing, because I would like not to be an exchange, and they are very open-minded, and we have calls and talks, and we just trying to make trying to explain Bonus better. I mean, we have a huge ecosystem. I'll send you the picture to put it here on top, and it's a very complex projects with a lot of functionality. So it's not some just token project, and we just need to be as regulated and as legal as possible for the long term.
For the long term. Mende, we're nearly wrapping up, but let's talk about now. Let's go back a little bit, right? Because you are proper crypto G. Look, you are talking about the future right now. You've been talking to regulators in the UAE. You are talking to the people from WorldCoin. So yeah, you are there already. People probably think that it's been easy for you. That's what everybody thinks. Like you're successful. It was luck, whatever. But in the crypto space, let's go back a little bit. What is that memory that's special for you, that you cherish the most? That memory that changed the narrative of your life into crypto, or that memory that made you realize that you're building something not only for financial purpose, if not for the community, or that memory that you suffer a lot, the very low point that probably you lost a bunch of money, or somebody in your circle betrayed you, or that happy memory that you make a good money, or you met a really good person that changed your whole life. It can be two memories, because we have
no problem. I have so many memories, but let's talk about the positive memory. So what I really liked in my journey was, I've started with crypto and blockchain in 2016, and actually I was exchanging firstly Bitcoin for cash and vice versa. I was just brokering few deals, and when I brokered my first deal, the commission was so big that I actually thought, why do I do my social media business? Why every month I have to follow up with my clients to pay me here $500, there $300, there $1,000 headache? and then renegotiate and all this drama. So it was
I know the drama.
deal, more money than a whole month of work, So then I read the white paper of Satoshi Nakamoto. Then I understood only what blockchain is. And once I understood blockchain, I fell immediately in love. The same way like I fell in love with cars and customizing when I was 17 and a half and watched Fast and Furious movie. Immediately my life flipped and changed. So this is the memory, but the true memory is on the time in 2018, I've met Brock Pierce, in the event which is called Futurama. Futurama happened in Dubai, in the Maidan Hotel. It was a huge event, and on this conference, it was done by different people from outside. So a lot of people from all over the world, a lot of great people from United States came, which we just read about on the internet or hear about. So meeting these people in our city, taking them around, everything. After Futurama, what happened is I joined Brock Pierce and I traveled with him for almost 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And I stayed even together with him, like in a suite, I stay in another room, like sharing.
Like friends, like brothers. What year was this?
This was 2018.
Wow.
And I learned so much stuff from the guy. I know he's a bit controversial. He was running for president, but he's a great human. And his vision is, and that's what I love, and that's what actually shaped me a lot. He says that the true billionaire of the future is not the person who has $1 billion. It's the person who is able to improve the life of 1 billion people. And I feel that's just such an incredible statement. And I love that. And I don't think that it's one person who can do that, but it's a group of people like us and like a lot of other Jedi light-minded people to fix this world or fix things. That's our purpose. My purpose is not exactly money. Yes, money, it's petrol, money, it's important. Money drives us, money gives us security. But the purpose should be bigger than that, because, when you go to like Thailand or some of these places, Cambodia, you can have a very lovely life with $1,000 a month. And to make $1,000 online, it's like a complete joke. It's easy, So, but life, it would be good this way. It would no headache, nice weather. But that's one of the memory, and I feel this shaped me a lot, because based on this, I start becoming also more spiritual, learning more things about the world and how things are. Because Brock, he talks a lot of stuff. He's full of ideas. He's also a visionary. So whatever he says, a lot of things makes sense, how he breaks down certain words, like let's say community, that it's a common unity, like a lot of stuff I've learned, and we need to be open for learning as much as we can, because as more we learn, as more we actually figure out we don't know much. So that's a big memory for me and a very special one, and on my journey.
So, you know what? I also admire a lot Brock Pierce. What you're telling me is giving me a little bit of inspiration. Because, I remember reading the books about how Brock Pierce entered into crypto, and then he started with the Tether Foundation. But now, when I see he's also more spiritual, even though he's very wealthy, he become more spiritual. You can even see this in the way that people dress these days. He has his hats. It's not too serious, more about energy, flow, which I believe as well. So, well done. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that experience. I remember my previous experience as well when I started in crypto. It was those trips with people that you used to admire and then you meet in real life. I think that's very important. And now to wrap up, Mende, I know this is a podcast and I tell everybody this is no financial advice. Do your own research, very important. But what's going to happen this year in crypto? Like we're inaugural right now. It's normally quiet. September, October, November is always crazy. What are your predictions for crypto this year?
Well, this year, it's a tough question. I see that Bitcoin is going sideways, but in general, my safe prediction is for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I believe long term it's the most valuable asset to hold. And this year, I don't know where the price will go. Perhaps it might crash a bit. But at this stage, whoever has extra money, I always recommend to put at least 10 to 30, 40% of the portfolio in Bitcoin. Because even if people would buy it at $40,000, I see Bitcoin in 2025 going to beyond $100,000. So whatever it's put for long term, it's a safe. And if people use Bitcoin, they should also put it on their ledger and hide the ledger somewhere and just use it like a bank for safety, because long term it will be good. And I believe like long term it will probably saves people's existence, because we also don't know what happened with the dollar, and
We
that's
don't know.
a dangerous prediction. I know nobody can compete with the dollar, but you see with all those new, like, what is this called again, with Putin and the Brazilian government?
I don't know.
They have this new BRICS or something, this new currency based on gold or something. I just forgot the name, but it's very popular. So they're not accepting dollar anymore, many countries. I mean, they're changing to other currencies.
Yeah.
So
So basically, this is change. Look, something that I will ask, and this is another question for you, Mende. Do you think somebody that doesn't have a wallet, a hardware wallet, is not a proper crypto G?
I think no. I think hardware wallet, it's safety. It's like protecting yourself. I mean, a cold wallet, it's much more safe. The hardware cold wallet, it's much more secure than a hot wallet, for sure.
Perfect.
If he's OG or not, he can be also OG by having a MetaMask and a Trust wallet or 1inch perhaps. But safety is safety. I think it's good to use it like a bank account. And surely, like not OG, I would call people who keep money on exchanges, because that's like the same keeping money in the bank. And now I've read that some banks are accepting blockchain money, and they are happy to keep your Bitcoin in the bank. So
It's
now
crazy.
imagine this. So now imagine people might store their Bitcoin in the bank. Why?
That's stupid. It's basically just leave it. Yeah.
But
Actually,
it's education. It's all about education. We need to educate the people, and I know that you do that very well with your podcasts. And I
Thank you,
thank
buddy.
you for your great services, because the future is coming fast. You know, if CBDCs come true and all this stuff, and this world ID, you know, we don't know how WorldCoin will play a role in it, but at the end, it's not totally positive. But I like it because of the proof of humanity. So
For humanity.
it's, I
Mende,
think,
last question, my friend. How people can find you on social media?
they can find me at Mende on Instagram or at Mende Matthias on Twitter. That's
On
my
Twitter.
two handles.
That-
And I
that-
would love to have more traffic on Twitter. You know, I'm not so good in posting, and I would love to find somebody who can do it for me in a good way. But I really struggle with content now. I'm so busy in the project. Every day I'm in the office. I'm here in Dubai in the heat, coming back from Europe, where I could have a good life with my laptop, but I just need to be in the office with the people because it's important, and I love it so much. I get bored, you know, when I go to party. I cannot enjoy. I need to build.
Actually, Mende, I was going to tell you something that I'm doing for content creator right now, and you are the first one, because so many people struggle with Twitter, with Instagram, creating content. So CryptoGs soon is going to launch their content creator DAO for people like you or like other people that don't have enough time. We have to talk about this more in depth, because the Twitter issue that you have, I had it, but I find a solution, a way around to do this. But I will tell you more. Mende, what do you tell somebody that just getting started in crypto before we go? Somebody is new listening or watching this podcast. What would you be number one recommendation?
A good recommendation was to figure out who are the genuine people who give genuine information. Anybody who's trying to sell something, additionally, I would not give the full trust. Some information might be still good. I think there are 2-3 very good sources how to learn, which explain things. Of course, the crypto OGs, but one which I really love is the Crypto Saving Expert. It's actually the platform from
Jordan.
From Jordan, yeah. And his platform, I love it. Why? Because it's free. It has great courses. The courses are very not aggressive. People read, then they answer questions, then they understand the basics. Everybody must know the fundamental basics of Bitcoin and how blockchain works. This is the fundamental first knowledge, totally important. Then I recommend Whiteboard Crypto very much because they explain everything in infographics. So even my grandmother seems to get it when I show her simple things. And I really, really love Coin Bureau when it comes to certain subjects, because I know Guy and he has a lot of analysts people. So whatever they analyze, they really go deep and they try to give very good actual information, and it benefits me also.
That's what we need, Mende, in this community. We need people like you, like sharing for all the content creators. So just to recap, Crypto Saving Expert, but the Martini guy, Jordan, great guy. By the way, shout out to Jordan. Last time that I saw him was in Cebu. We need to bring him into the show as well. The second one, what was the name?
It was Whiteboard Crypto.
Whiteboard Crypto. Shout out to them. I will check it right now. But also shout out to Coin Bureau, legend. He moved to Dubai as well recently. And actually, one of our friends, Jessica Walker, became the co-host of Coin Bureau. So shout out to Jessica. We probably have them in the show. But Mende,
our great friend Jessica, I've known her since also 2017 or 18. She's really great.
Proper Crypto G. Mende, you're officially Crypto G. I have to bring you something next time in Dubai. Probably come next week. But
I want a t-shirt.
I will find a t-shirt for you, extra large. That's nice. I like the logo. World coin.
You see, they even give those things, but I'm not sure if I should actually wear it or not.
No, you have good hair. Mende, thank you so much for your time again. I hope to see you very soon. Just show me all the merch before he go. Oh my gosh. Maybe don't wear it yet. I will come. I probably scan my iris and do a blog about it, and we talk about this after I do the scanning. Mende, thank you so much. Yeah.
One question I want to leave the users with, and this is something nobody knows, and it's also something crazy, but we see there is cloning happening of animals, and it works. There's cloning happening of organs. Probably there is some secret cloning happening of humans. So now the question is, if they clone a human, will the iris will be 1-to-1 the same or not? I believe it will. So that's something I'm really curious about. And
this is Futurama stuff, bro. Black Mirror.
But that's the type of questions which are interesting me, and who knows, maybe some of your followers can actually answer them below in the comments.
We'll see. Mende, danke. Thank you so much. Choose, you say in Germany, yeah? Like, bye-bye. Choose.
Choose.
Adios, amigos, and I'll see you in the next episode of Crypto G's. Take care, guys. Adios.